Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I almost felt like I was gonna lose my voice because I am very sick at the moment and I have been sick for a couple of weeks, but that's no excuse to finally continue what I should be doing. So here I am back with another video. It's a good time to review what has happened the past 2 months because we all know about the New Year's resolutions that people set and the goals that they set, and I'm here to check up on you to see if you're still working on those goals, if you're still motivated, if you're actually doing something, or if you have given up on everything already. So I'm here today with just a little video to boost your motivation and to remind you and make you remember that you have goals and there are so many beautiful things that we can do with our lives, and I would just want to give you some motivation to continue whatever it is that you should be doing or want to do. And it's actually a video for me as well because this applies very much to myself as well. So I felt like I could use this video and I felt like that you guys can use this video, and I feel like because of my voice, my Dutch accent is coming through a lot more than it comes usually, so I apologize for that. So what I want to talk about first of all is, are you aware of your thoughts, and are you aware of thoughts that are blocking you? I refer to this as the yes-no dialogue because it's actually a constant traffic of energy. Like one moment you send out to the universe your energy because of the thoughts that you think. I've explained this before thoroughly, that you know, everything that we think becomes energy, and this energy we send out into the universe and it comes back to us and we receive it in a way and it manifests in some kind of way. And usually people cannot be happy with the way things manifest because they feel like this is not what I asked for, or this is not what I wanted. Well, perhaps you're not asking for something in the right way. That's the first problem. Or you have thoughts that are contradicting. They contradict each other, so it's not possible for you to manifest what you want because you're sending out to the universe, I want this. Yes. You send out to the universe, I want this. No. It's like yes, no, yes, no. So the universe doesn't know, like, do you want it or not? Like, I'm not gonna respond in any way because it seems like you don't know if you want it or you don't know what you want. So therefore, the universe, doesn't know how to handle this. You have to be certain and confident in what you want. And you have to know that the thoughts that you have align with what you want. So it's aligning your conscious thoughts with your unconscious thoughts. And your unconscious thoughts are hard to measure, but you can measure them in the outcome of your manifestation. So if something manifests and you don't like it, then you can talk to yourself and say like, maybe I asked for it the wrong way, or maybe my unconscious thoughts aren't aligned with what I'm actually trying to accomplish. So therefore, you know, you should maybe change the way you feel about things. And therefore, in this video, I have some tips on how to boost your energy and confidence. Well, not necessarily confidence, but confidence when it comes to your desires and just your energy, your vibration. I did a separate video on this before, but there are many more things that, you know, you can do to increase your energy and get yourself more aligned with what it is that you want. So that's the first thing. Like, today it's March, it's somewhere in March. I don't know when I will be uploading this video because that's how unpredictable I am. But yeah, so you can look at yourself now, and you know, you can look at yourself when you started this year, and where are you now? Are you happy with where you are? Are you where you expected yourself to be? Are you actually aligned with the goals that you've set to be achieved by this time? And this is a very painful subject for me because at this moment I am not where I want to be. I am not perfectly aligned with my goals, but I am working very hard. That's why you guys haven't heard of me these past month. Like, I'm even ashamed to not have uploaded for that long. But right now I have a tight schedule, I have a tight planning, and I promised myself that, you know, I want to make a priority of everything that matters a lot to me. One of these things is this channel, so therefore I am willing to invest more time in this and nurture it more than I have before, because I felt like I have gotten out of the vibe of making videos and I have been postponing it for so long, therefore, and there was no huge reason for it, because I feel like I always need to prepare everything that I'm doing. And actually, I'm doing this video right off the bat. I didn't even know what I was gonna talk about until I set up the camera and I looked at my previous video and I was like, what do I want to tell you guys today? So another thing I want to talk about, which I've mentioned in one of my previous videos as well, is delusional thoughts. So this aligns a little bit with the yes-no dialogue, because delusional thoughts are something we have, which is a thought that doesn't align with the reality, or it doesn't align with what's truly the case. So a delusional thought might refer to the fact that you want something, you have this desire, but it's not manifesting in a way that you want it, or it's not manifesting at all. And maybe it's because you have a belief within yourself that doesn't align with the reality, or that doesn't align with how you should feel about yourself in order to manifest what you want. So delusional thoughts are usually thoughts that you tell yourself. So instead of feeding your mind with the things that are healthy and are boosting your confidence and your belief, you're actually feeding your mind with a whole lot of BS, you know, like simply said. So you're feeding it with things that aren't true, that aren't the case, with things that are not going to help you to manifest what you want. So it's very important sometimes to take a step back and look at yourself or your situation from a third perspective, like a third independent person, and actually try to see the things as they are, as facts, as what's actually happening. We as people, especially when it comes to ourselves, we like to tie emotions and all kinds of other things to a situation because it's about us, but we're not very much capable to separate all these things from each other and actually focus on what we actually see and what is the reality. So sometimes when you get into very negative thoughts, or you feel like things aren't going the right direction or right way, just look at yourself and think like, okay, what am I actually doing? And don't do it in a way that, you know, destroys your motivation, but try to see things as they really are and try to figure out what the things are that you can really work on, or the things that you can improve, because nobody's perfect. Everybody has things that they need to work on. Usually we are aware of these things and we don't like to focus on it because, you know, we are human, and it's kind of in our human nature to ignore the things that are not good about us and ignore the things that are not perfect. But if you actually cherish those things, you analyze those things, you nurture those things, and you start giving it attention in a new way, you can transform it into something that will help you, that will benefit you, and you will transform maybe one of your weaknesses into a strength, or into something that can help you to speed up your manifestation process, so you will be able to accomplish something that you really or truly want. So what are one of the things you can do to, you know, speed up your manifestation process, or just increase your energy on a day-to-day basis? Because sometimes it's hard to motivate yourself. It's not easy to be in the warrior mode all the time and say, today I'm going to make my dreams come true, today I'm going to slay, today I'm going to be the best version of myself, and today I'm going to kill it. Because we all have bad days. It's not always like that, but you can choose to be that version. So that's the first thing I want to start with. Everything is a choice. Everything, when it comes to all the things, when it comes to your thoughts, you choose them. They don't choose you. So be aware of that and use it in your advantage, because we like to think that things happen to us and that we're a victim, blah blah blah. We all know the story, and then we act like we are a victim of our own thoughts. But if you can turn that around and actually accept that you choose the thoughts, you can choose to think thoughts that can help you, that can motivate you, that can benefit you, and then you will create a whole nother dynamic of your thoughts. So some of the things I have been doing for a while, and I still try to do a lot more, is showing daily gratitude. Like when I wake up in the morning, I think of 3 things that I'm grateful for, and when I go to bed at night, I try to think of everything that I was grateful for that day. Because lately I am so blessed to feel blessed about a lot of things, even though they are very small. But when things happen to me, even if they're little, like what people do when something negative happens to them, like they take it out of proportion and make it really big. That's what I do when something little happens to me that was a blessing. Like I take that blessing and I'm so grateful, and I have so much gratitude for it, and I feel so happy about this little thing, while to other people it just might be something little. But that's another way of, you know, changing something around and showing more gratitude for something that in general you might not be showing that much gratitude for. And you will also be more aware of what is happening to you, because if we analyze what happens to us within a day, we usually remember the negative things because we see them as a failure or it has more impact on us. But when you start to consciously focus on the things that were a benefit to you or things that were a blessing to you, and you start being more aware, I know for a fact that you are going to realize that there are so many things that you wouldn't have realized before, and that you are blessed and you have a lot of blessings and you have a lot of reasons to smile and to be happy. Even though something bad happened to you, in any situation, life continues, and that's something you have to keep in your mind. I'm not saying to act like a robot, like you don't have any feelings, but I mean that through everything we should always find a reason to smile and not just focus on how things hurt us, how they destroy us. Because I can still be sad about something that happened to me 3 years ago, but how is that going to benefit me now? Do I get those thoughts? Yes. Do they touch me in a certain way? Yes. But I'm also aware of the fact that I choose to accept those thoughts and engage in the flow and then let it go and focus on the positivity, focus on what I do have, focus on things that are going well. And at that moment I realize that I have a blessed life and that everything is going actually perfectly fine. And we all go through things. Every person has things of their life that they remember that touches them in a very negative or hurtful way, and within your life these thoughts can always come back to you, and that's okay. But you have to accept it, embrace it, and then move on. Choose the positive side of life, choose the positive thoughts. You should never ignore something or pretend that something didn't happen, but you should also never make it take control over your life, because you have control over your life and you choose the thoughts that you think. So think wisely is a very powerful saying, and that's the last point before I end this video. Is very important, because you can do everything that I advise you and you could still be slacking big time. And you know why that is? Because our environment is the biggest root of our energy, our behavior, because it influences us a lot. You can be this freaking light ball of positive energy and you can still feel drained, you know, because if you're hanging out with the wrong people, then it's gonna be a problem for you, because there are people that boost your energy and there are people to simply said suck your energy. And we all know people that suck our energy. So my advice to you would be, stop spending time with people that suck your energy. Okay, they might be family members or people you know very well, but knowing people very well is not a reason to be obligated to spend time with them. It's also important to think about your own health, your own state of mind, your own things. It's not that we are obligated to spend time with people, especially if they're influencing us in such a bad way. I mean, you are what you think and you are who you hang out with. So if you're hanging out with a group of people that's not doing anything, that's not motivated, that's not working on their goals, that's not motivating you or supporting you, and that's just draining and sucking your energy, then what's going to happen to you? You're not going to end up very motivated. You're not going to end up very positive, and it's gonna hurt you and affect you when it comes to your own goals. So be aware of your surroundings, be aware of who you're hanging out with, and make sure that the people you hang out with, that they are positive, that they support your goals, that they accept you for who you are, and that if they're trying to give you critique, that they are doing it in a way to help you come closer to your goals. Because there are people that are giving us critique, but they're doing it with love, they're doing it to show us what we need to do in order to, you know, be where we are. I have this friend and she's asking me every week the same question about a certain goal that I have. She is very strict on me. Like, she texts me every week or every other week on a certain topic, which is my goal, and she asked me like, how's it going with this? Did you take any steps? And I'm like, no. And a week later she's like, how did it go with this? Did you take any steps? And she's just reminding me of the fact that I wasn't doing anything, that I was scared to actually come closer to my goal because it's one of my biggest goals, and that I'm just, you know, playing around basically. Well, I'm not playing around, but when it comes to that goal, it's my ultimate goal, but I'm also a little bit scared of this goal at the same time. So I am working on it, but I'm not working on it on the same time. And that's motivation. You know, she's my friend and she's motivating me to pursue my goal. And she's actually, you know, pretending to be my manager or my mentor, and she's just asking me like, what are you doing? Are you working on it? And that's what I love, because I have a lot of things that I am struggling with as well in this moment, and there is a lot I want to do and there's a lot I want to accomplish. I'm a real person and I'm a real human being. I'm not just here sitting in front of the camera telling you how perfect my life is and how perfectly I have everything together, because I really don't. But I love the fact that I'm aware of it and that I'm working on it, and that I have an opportunity to work on the things that I love, work on the things that I want to do. And yeah, I want to end this video with thanking all the people that support me through anything. So yeah, that's it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Have a nice day.